Welcome to Sunset Rooftop and Seven Kingdoms. Here are some basic house rules. Not complying with these rules can result in progressive disciplinary actions and/or termination. Credit card handling. Do not swipe a credit card if it has a chip. Only swipe cards without a chip and use the debit option if available. Under no circumstances should a card be entered manually. Cards for any tab of $100 or more must be verified with a matching ID. Every order must have a pre-authorized card on the tab. There are no exceptions to this policy. Cell phone usage. Employees are not allowed to carry or use cell phones while on the clock, except during break time. The restaurant's phone number may be given to family and friends for emergencies.
Discounts and pricing. Employees are not allowed to give any kind of discounts or price changes without approval from management. Off-the-clock policy. Employees are not allowed to stay at the restaurant after clocking out. Clocking out. Employees are responsible for clocking out on time no later than 8 hours to prevent unnecessary overtime, unless approved by management. Scheduling. Employees must confirm their schedule on the "When I Work" app after it has been published. They must inform the scheduler or management at least 24 hours prior to their shift if they need any changes. Call-ins for sickness must be done at least 4 hours before the shift starts.
Fraternization. Employees are not allowed to fraternize with guests while on the clock. They must avoid unprofessional contacts that could escalate into situations that can affect their job. Employees are not allowed to sit, drink, or smoke hookah with customers. Conflict resolution. Employees must avoid any kind of argument, whether business-related or not, in front of customers or in front of the house in general. Any issues can be handled via management and in the office. Tab management. Employees are responsible for any open tabs. Each tab must have a table number, cash pay time stamp or cashier's name, and most importantly, a pre-authorized card on the tab. Employees are responsible for taking proper payments and following up with customers according to the restaurant's policies.
Drugs and alcohol policy. The Sunset Rooftop and Seven Kingdoms have a zero-tolerance policy against using or being under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Employees who consume any kind of drugs at work, including medical marijuana, will be subject to progressive disciplinary actions and possible termination. Employees are not allowed to smoke hookah on the clock or during breaks. Meal discounts. Employees will receive a 50% meal discount from the regular menu. They may order any item from the menu, including desserts, and must add a note to the tab as an employee meal with their name. Fountain drinks are free, but any other canned drinks must be paid according to the employee meal policy.
Tips. Not complying with the Sunset Rooftop tip policies, which include sharing 30% of tips with the back of the house, could result in disciplinary action and termination. Parking. Employees are not allowed to park in the parking lot. Meal breaks. Employees are responsible for taking a 30-minute meal break with prior consultation with a supervisor and consideration of business needs. Forgetting to take a break is unacceptable and will result in disciplinary action. Employees must let their supervisor know about their whereabouts at all times, including if they need to use the bathroom, so someone can attend to their table in their absence. Leaving premises. Employees are not allowed to leave the business premises without permission while on clock. Alcohol serving hours. Serving alcohol after 2 o'clock am will result in immediate termination. Identification cards. Employees are responsible for scanning identification cards if there is no security. Bathroom attendants. Employees are required to sign the bathroom check sheet a minimum of 3 times during their shifts. Closing duties. Employees are prohibited from clocking out until all closing duties have been completed and checked. If you are approaching an 8-hour shift, please confirm with management. Tip sharing procedure. At the end of the day, employees must bring the tip cups to management or a member of the tip committee for counting and distribution to the back of the house. If a manager is absent, another employee must be present during the tip count. Returning cash back. Employees must use a black cash and card holder for all cash transactions. Thank you for your cooperation.